What's Louis, my killer? We're back again. We're doing another meet recap. This was for one of my clients, one of my lifters. We were going to talk about how he totaled over 100 pounds on his meet total as compared to last year. Really proud of this result, especially because going into this meet, the last 8 weeks were a little shaky. We had hit a surge of like over fatigue. One of the good slash bad things with having your numbers explode the way his did was that his body was building up fatigue a lot quicker than any of us had anticipated, and so we were trying to minimize and circumvent that. And ultimately, what helped is that before the meet, he had a taper. Our business pays for massage coupons for our lifters, so that helped get some of the fatigue off as well. And going into it, he was basically refreshed, brand new, so he was ready to compete and get after it. We wanted to start the meet low in terms of like kind of like have a sandbag first couple numbers for his openers just so he would be able to build his confidence and go in there feeling very strong, right? So the first one, somewhere in the for him, it was super light. It was like 460 to 480. But our game plan was to take something really light, take big jumps, right? So we did something like 460. I think the second attempt was like 480 or 490, something like 480, 485. For the third attempt, we wanted him to squat 500, so that was in the record books. He had never squatted 500 before. I think the last meet, his best lift was like 451. We wanted to like throw that in the trash, right? So took 500, it flew, right? I want to actually go back and talk about his second lift because actually he didn't get his second squat, and that's was a little controversial for us because on the first one, if you saw, and he's sunk it, he got that lift. The second one, they call him for depth, although it looked good to us. We had three different angles, and we saw that his hip was below his um, knee, and so we thought it was a good lift. They didn't feel the same way, so he didn't get that one. So going to the 500, we were a little shaky about that, just because we weren't concerned about him getting up. We were more concerned about them ruling him for something that obviously he had gotten, but we were just made the decision amongst the coaching staff that if they had called him for it and we got one white light, we would challenge it because, in our opinion, from what we saw, he was hidden depth and we weren't sure what was going on. But you will also hear that Virginia just tends to be more stringent on certain things. Not to get into any controversial topics, but that's the thing, right? But from there, from the bench, we decided to be a little bit more conservative at that point. He had hit 247 like multiple times, and so we kind of based our numbers around that. We wanted to conserve his energy for the deadlift because that's one of his best lifts, right? So starting off the gate, we did something pretty light. We had did 220. That was his third attempt ish at the last meet. We crushed that. We went up to 230, crushed that. He was flying up. We went to 247. We knew he could do it, and of course, he got his music playing for the third attempts of each lift. He got to play music. So that third attempt, I forget what the song was. I think the song was very crazy. I'll actually play the actual sound so y'all can hear it. Right? But for the third attempt for that, that flew as well. So we were really happy with that. It was a little. I'm saying it flew. It moved a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like it was great overall. So very happy about that. And then deadlift, we actually had warmed him up a little early just to give him like 8 or so minutes to relax to like make sure that we were pulling that fatigue off of him going to deadlifts. First deadlift, I think he started with about 480 or something like 484, which we knew he could get 460 or something. 460 to 480, that's what he started with. We knew he could get it. We just wanted to build the confidence. He got it. We was on the leaderboard. The second one, we wanted 500 because we wanted to make sure both 500s were going to be in his resume, right? So we got the 500. That moved pretty fast, and we were like, we just got to swing now. We just got to swing. Because that's our coaching style. It's like similar for myself is how we coach. We want people to challenge themselves, right? We don't want you to do things we know you can do. We want you to challenge yourself to do better, right? And so we had taken the 528, and the music was playing. Of course, he had his moment, bro. He was in the moment. The music was playing. He was going, and right when the beat dropped, he started standing up. It was magic hour, and it came flying up, and it was a great moment. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, we had done over 100 pounds from his last meet PR. So very proud of that. Going into it, really for us, it's about making adjustments for our clients as we need to and making sure that they're receiving as much support as possible, making sure we're there. So if you need a coach, check us out at eraofthebeast.com. You know, We really out here. Let me know if you enjoyed these kind of videos. You know, if you want more training videos or more review videos, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Help us grow. And I know one thing, we are so back.